concerns were valid all along. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right, particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
Diplomacy will never die.
The guards will check you at the elevators. Try not to make a fuss. Welcome to the Free Star Embassy. Is there something I can help you with? Typical UC security. They try to bully us every chance they get and still manage to play the victim. I'll get this squared away with the folks down at the spaceport. Thanks for letting us know.
Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, and it's... Seems like only yesterday. when you are, Captain.
If you have business, feel free to dock.
Welcome to Deimos.
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
You look hurt. You might want to head on over.
Zombie struck oil.
Don't worry, trust me. This is the best. Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look, see yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot. That's the spirit! Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
I wish there was more to do around here.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Have you checked your air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration units every 2 weeks for old, faulty, or improperly fitted filters. Martian dust is a leading cause of respiratory illness.
Never forget.
Remember, keep it breathing so you don't get wheezy.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Huh. Must have missed it. Didn't see any moving boxes or anything. Anyway, if you're new and looking to meet new people, I'm your guy. Name's Mitch. I'm just a guy who lives here in the Lux condos. I'm always looking to make new friends. People say I can be a bit much sometimes. I love having people to hang out with and watch movies, talk about books, play games, or whatever. That's great. You can get a little lonely in Sidonia if you don't know anyone. We've all been there. Anyway, I don't want to keep you, but I figured I'd ask. If you happen to know anyone with a ship, I've been looking for some help. You can send my way if they want to make a quick cred. Oh, you do? That's great. Well, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, maybe I can entice you to do a favor for me, please? I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, extra for your trouble. They're these old science fiction fantasy books about space and good versus evil and a mysterious magical relic called the Dragon Star. Now, there's this team of heroes who fight space wizards, and dragons, demons, and whoever else seeks to take over the galaxy using the Dragon Star. You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Well, like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Mars is so boring sometimes. Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working. like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
A reminder that particle detonation occur beyond the city limits between the hours of 6:00 and 8.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Defensive. No. I mean, okay, maybe I'm just a little concerned that we be hiring new people when some friends of mine were recently turned away. But that is all. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out there, and be careful. Okay, bye.
Do you have a child or children between the ages? Of 5 to 18. Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today. Your children will be provided with routine programs teaching them art, science, mathematics, history, and more, all in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success and enroll today.
break.
How's it?
Do your part to keep
That's it.
I have a pen pal in Atlantis. We've never met.
A new novel written by Freestar veteran and author Hawa Baker has been climbing the charts. Mech Horizons is a fictionalized account of a mech pilot whose in-game career has her face off with the near-sea Space Force and leading an assault on world intelligence. Although far-fetched, the book's already gained quite the following in the Freestar collective and more than its sheer controversy.
A sober Sidonia is a safe Sidonia. While indulging in alcoholic beverages is not discouraged, operating heavy machinery while under the influence is dangerous to yourself and those around you. Please always drink responsibly.
How cool is it going to be to see space from... Hi! Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself, but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good. I know, right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I only hope these drawings stay up longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something for you as a thank you.
Subterranean particle transmission. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? Huh. If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
keep a lookout. Keep a flying eye. Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
Hey,
Okay. Hello. Not everyone needs to come to me with their problems. I ain't a psychiatrist. What's your poison?
I don't actually like the company.
Plenty. But if I went blabbing one to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust. See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand. You ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
You calling me a liar? I'll throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine. Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? I don't have time for this. Yeah, I get your point. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moera kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier journey.
It's hard to work.
Ready to
depart. This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Welcome to Gagarin.
Enjoy Sidonia.
Scan complete. You're cleared.
Welcome to Gagarin. Your ship need fuel? Repairs?
Mech construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking.
A place where people want to live. People are living here just fine.
Refurbished a lot of the pieces myself. Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Archmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it. You're welcome, so long as we're open.
Lost? Trick to the catwalks, just keep turning right. You'll get where you're going eventually.
You're not on lockdown. When you're ready to launch.
wish we kept the ship's gravity this low. It's an... Ooh. Careful down near the mines.
You've got to have a sense of... What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Do you want to hear the song I just made up?
I hope getting that book won't be too much trouble. Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon? Oh, thanks a bunch. Here's some money.
That's a junior around here. I've seen some karate videos.
Did you know I used to have an office near the top of Mast? How far the mighty have fallen, eh?
So I dust the last spacer ship, but then I realized my take. Sit down, grab the highest caliber weapon I've got, and start walking. Oh, if that had actually happened, you wouldn't be standing. No run.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? No. Thank you. Back again. Well, first things first. Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. There was a package left. Let me know if you have any questions.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Pardon?
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Surely you're not seriously considering this course of action. The last thing we need is UC security on our backs.
Yeah, sure. Right. Okay. I totally get it. I can't even believe I suggested it. I can wait the 18 months until they release it. Probably. It'll be fine. Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Howdy.
To Venus?
done deal. Our whole office is getting...
Hey, Sarah's friend. Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the Vanguard Orienting. And if you've got any questions, I'm...
While we're here, we should definitely stock up on supplies at the exchange.
Keep a lookout. Notify us.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs,
Thought we had struggled.
Don't worry. And I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations. Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New...
Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
Huh. Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process.
Service with a smile.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings. Trees? I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that. Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in MAST. I'm not going to forgive that, ever. Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in MAST. Well, then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around. Changed your mind, did you? Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around. Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the MAST network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. Advancing my career is the right thing to do. From where I'm... There is. And I... If that's true, enough. Just get in, act... Best of luck out there.
With the consignment shop closed,
I don't think I have your first really? Tomorrow? I guess my memory is...
spaceport technician.
Fancy. You making the large stack of
Easy money.
Wow, that's a huge...
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
You have a nice day now.
Data's right here, when you're done with your part. You have some good news for me? They sure are. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. You came through for me, so now I'll hand it over to him, stuff it down his throat. It's all.
Hi. How you doing?
I've met so many interesting people.
I hope you have the data. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to... And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure you... But you have once again come through for me. Clearly, I am doing all I can to avoid that. Thank you for your assistance.
The fewer people there are thinking about it.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Good luck with the mission.
How's the invest? Still have questions? Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? Oh yeah, once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. Initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
To do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while. And Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
By the way,
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a... That's it. Great job. So, that trip to secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Maybe if I try easy. You know, there's nothing wrong with breakfast for dinner, or lunch, or dessert.
keep your nose clean.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so it may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that
Seems a
apartment
lot
they've been
picked
trying to
that
sell.
easily since
Good luck
I
with that,
travelled
right?
with Vladimir's soul.
Come on!
squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. Then the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long. All I need is some grease, and I'll turn it into a brick. You'll see.
Yes, what?
Long way down.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself. Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways. So
thanks to you, we've got evidence that the traitor... I don't know if you ever dealt with the traitor. I have to go. Thanks. I can do the talking, I think. Just...
Even in the well, the trade authority continues to flourish. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
I'm Luis Arias. But you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And what was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back. Yes?
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or...
Don't worry. Whatever happens,
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it. Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you, I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
Hello. I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going.
To see your face.
Welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself.
Hey.
For any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. I appreciate that you've listened to reason. The junction box should be just nearby. We'll have this solved in short order.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Adequately done. Miss Reyes and I have both noted that the next node in this trace is not on any of the current diagrams.
She means it's not in the well. It's somewhere on the surface. Which technically means it's not my responsibility.
However,
we agree that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams quickly.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs, but I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections. Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower. Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember...
That last click is so satisfying,
I
isn't
bet it's
it?
related. See if you can get up there.
Always good to see another badge.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you? So you tracked it down. Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Thinking about checking out that new restaurant over by the...
Crime has slowed down. Yep. Something just came in. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other problem is he left without identifying the perp, so I need... Good. Let me know if you have any questions.
Everything good? We're here to help. Another day, another shift.
I do hope you are enjoying. All of our signature dishes are unique to the Rus.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio had been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats. Well, the one who stayed with UC Security, Octavio, is a shorter man, handsome and refined. His favorite menu item is the Saint, I believe. The other, Hugo Fournier, is a tall, slender gentleman with a French accent. Excellent tipper, well-mannered, but a bit hot-tempered. Oh, yes, quite often. They had a usual table over in the far corner, with all the traditional accoutrements. Music, candles, wine. You see where I'm going with this. But this time the two had barely sat down before the argument got heated. Thankfully, security stepped in before anyone got hurt. I'm sorry, but the food is... I wasn't witness to any theft, and both men were wearing rings, if I recall correctly. I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC Security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon, but I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Nice fellow, gentleman, very gentle guy. I like him. He's a very gentle guy.
I told
So after an hour of winding,
Hello. Oh, leave that Octavio, that liar, that manipulator, that...
Thank you. He's a scoundrel and a fiend, and I was wrong to ever think otherwise. 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that... waiter!
No.
It was supposed to be a romantic dinner, our last before we pledged our lives to each other. But an hour before, I decided to do some cleaning to calm my nerves. I picked up a pair of pants he left on the floor, and out falls a napkin from the Dawn's Roost with a number written on the back. To think he had the audacity to schedule a date with me at the same restaurant? I was livid! Still, I went to the date and held it together just long enough for the waiter to serve us. Then I went off!
Went off? What a guy.
Not just dating, betrothed. And I have the engagement ring to prove it. No, there are some things in life that cannot be repaired. Cheating is his way of saying, I don't love you. And without love, what's the point? He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return. I don't care. I'm not giving it to you. I am not being true. I see. If this is official UC security business, I'd rather not be arrested. Fine. I may be extremely agitated, but I want no part of a UC prison.
What an agitated man. Very agitated guy. Sergeant Yummy.
Officer, what can I do for you? Ah, perfect. Did you manage to get the ring back? Really? I should have known this was a waste of time the moment I laid eyes on that drunk. That's on me. Without saying names, there are some people in this city who treat us like their personal security service. But you know how it goes. Sometimes we protect, other times we serve. Either way, I'm still going to pay you for your time. Here, take this. It's well deserved.
Save on the... saving on exit save. I will let this save. Itchy.
Ah, crime has slowed down. Ah, perfect. Excellent. I'm sure the victim... You acquitted yourself. Here, take this.
should be level 7, and I should still have the engagement, right? So I should have the
Yes?
Already done that. So speak to kill. Shit in that.
Only one point of Moira's patrol route to work from.
Chief Diplomat Yassine runs a tight ship at the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. My thoughts precisely. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response.
Get this done yet?
We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down
136.
Our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you! The museum in Aquila City is... I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to... All right, off you go.
Mars, eh? You always take me to the nicest places.
Always nice to kick back and throw things to the air.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate and all that. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? What happened to the old one? You know what? Never mind. They wouldn't say how you did on your application, but they did say no one else was available. Let's hope for the best, shall we? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work.
Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now,
excuse me.
Run off and get it for me. I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no.
Valuable time.
Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that all right, new assistant. I keep forgetting. What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know.
It's important, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, you're done?
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a leader.
Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but
these people are
happy to help if it's something quick.
Dude.
What can I do for you?
How much of an ass?
I can answer your general questions about Sidonia. Sorry. But it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars.
Voluptuous.
We don't use that word around here. I do take donations, however. you have to ask, then I'm afraid you can't afford it. Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see? Listen. I'm sure you're nice, but this silence is awkward. I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. That's cute, but not enough. If you're not sure how much, you probably can't afford it. And at this point, I'm not sure I'd accept it from you.
This is good.
Well, I've been appointed governor, what, every day. I look out for their interests, if you ask me. Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? It's okay. You can drop the act with me.
Interesting. It appears Governor Hurst is well aware of our exploits.
If by exploits, you mean what your friend is doing for Sidonia, and not your work for Constellation, Ms. Morgan, you're right on the money. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you?
Brass tacks.
Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need... Oh, it's a few reasons. I don't want this mired in their process. Also, it's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship. So I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah.
Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Yes.
The United Colonies Department of Labor would like to remind you that working 2 hours overtime is harmful to your health.
Okay. And we're stalling. Good.
Captain?
Status do I have?
Hey friend, don't mean to bother you, but I could really use some help here. This will be quick, I promise, if we could just talk it over. It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help. Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base. What are you waiting for? You already got an invitation to board.
Oh, he got off. What a guy.
Okay, let's see what we can salvage.
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 2. You mean to parlay? I didn't think you were a fool. You play your cards right, and maybe you'll figure that out. Nobody wants that. Don't get ahead of yourself. Is that it then? Sorry. Nothing personal. But we need a ship, and I don't care about your debt. But I'll marry your gal. See? There can be honor among... Go on, get out of here. Just because we pulled the fast one on one of the most powerful men? No offense, my friend. But you small pot. Truth is, you've got no reason. Oh, her? She was dead when we arrived. Self-inflicted. A shame, because we would have offered to release her at the nearest neutral star station. We may be pirates, but we're not monsters. At least, I'm not. Hearst paid us to take care of his problem. Of course, why destroy a perfectly good ship when we could say we destroyed it and keep the money, right? Unfortunately, by the time we found out the ship was broken down, our backup had already jumped, leaving us dead in the water until they figure it out and come back for us.
In the water.
No, I wouldn't expect you to understand. We plunder first, kill second. Some of us don't enjoy the killing. A clever pirate can get what they want without spilling.
Am I gonna get shot?
We're lucky you're one of us, and not some shark. Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hearst, and got to keep his ship.
I'm sure they had something we can use. Another loser? I'm not your brother. All right, let's get this crate into space.
So they should not move now, I'm pretty sure. I've killed all the pirates on board. So it just shouldn't be moving.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Back in Sidonia. Ah, I cherish these visits to the forgotten corners of the United Colonies.
Now's the weekend, and I have good internet. So why is it not letting me? It's a fault.
Careful near the railings on the upper level.
No. I will not. I am sweating so bad right now.
Stay away from
It is insane.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little, problem. Did you, take care of my...
the fact that we helped this imbecile worm his way out of the situation makes me sick.
Tell you what, say you really do have this alleged note, and if you're so inclined, I'll take it off your hands instead, and compensate you for... Then you and I part ways and never speak of this... Come on, don't make me have to explain it to you. Private security leaves a paper trail. Obviously, that's not a good look, so I had to go where that's not a concern. Hence the pirates, hence you. Got it? Now, about that note. That's what I thought. You don't have... You can either put up or shut up now. Either way, my I'm already giving you what you want. But you should know, if I hear any rumors about this, don't get. So, you had better think real hard.
A reminder that particle detonations can occur
It's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our... Well, don't... So, you do have this... You know, and even though I don't take kindly to blackmail, you're making the way I figure. Now take Brennan's package and your compensation.
12,000 credits. Okay. So what if I just did the regular thing?
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars.
Welcome back. Well... Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you. You really helped me out of this one.
Is there a way I can now? I can. Let's go.
Talk to me if you reckon you...
Okay, so it's not that way.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels,
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm I tend to deal with but if there's something I can help you... That's a pretty serious accusation. Let me take a look. Well, this doesn't look good for Hurst. I'll say that. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll take it from here. The United Colonies thanks you for your vigilance.
Do your part to keep Sidonia graffiti free.
Someone ought to remove those dreadful little cartoon pictures on the walls. My shipment. Do you have... Ah, yes. Now, I've probably got some... You'll need my password. Oh, you're done?
I hope I didn't make a mistake. I saw. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop.
Oh, man.
But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this. Oh, thanks. We don't currently have money. They'd be the last person I know that's sick.
Mars is ripe with resources.
Inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc. Looks to me like you're already in pretty good... Let's see here. Hank... Known by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right. Anyway, good luck.
citizens are welcome and encouraged to make use of the Sidonia Community Center on the mid-level for activities of all sorts. Seek a community center representative to plan your event or regular gatherings today.
Be careful down near the mines.
I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go. That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this. Remember, it's most important that we find out where the equipment. We've got to do it before, and we've got to hope.
Okay, Jesus. I mean, like, actually,
What's up?
What a day, huh?
You got a problem or something? Just messing with you. Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all...
Oh, you got all... Look at that. Wow.
think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit.
Is she slow? I'm talking about hunger.
Guess that's, that, huh?
I'll probably hear you afterwards.
Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. You say I take you to the goods and we bring it back. You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, all right? Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
Subterranean particle detonation. Be advised to secure this article and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello? Wish there was more to do around here.
Just want to get this done. I'll be off the street for a bit, though.
Sorry about all the trouble.
The city of Sidonia is proud to be a mailer of support for the United Colonies. Seek your local Marine recruiter if you wish to sign up for military service.
Dude, I'm sweating so bad right now. Let me just see what's popping here. Excuse me. Yeah, my gosh, you need to go to bed.
Man, I'm impressed that you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got through here, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan.
Definitely. I'm coming. Oh, man. gotta walk so damn slow. Run, Hank. Run toward the package. There's your ship. So wait, okay, thank you.
I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port, let someone else unload it, and save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway. All right, that's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. No, we got a problem. Well, when you say it like that, maybe you got a point. Sorry, but there's nothing to talk about. Sorry, but that means... Hey!
I'm not doing that over again. Excuse me. Hopefully this thing end of this goes. And I'll be on. Chill. Back on.
I'm looking forward to any luck? Oh, do tell. What took him so long? Well, I can assume how that went from the fact that you're here and he's not. He worked hard, but he was a dumb kid. I just never thought he'd be that stupid. Or dangerous.
But dangerous.
But I'm glad you managed to resolve it and get back our equipment. I'll take it from here. You really saved our asses. I'm not sure how I would have explained to the suits that we lost all that new stuff. Thanks. If you're still looking to help us out, maybe check with Rivka. She seems to be having a rough go as of late.
Password. Not yet.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety suit. Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This will be the end of the stream. It's been a great stream. Very, very great. A little bit after the stream ends. But yeah. They did that anyway. So that'll be the end of the stream. I really hope everybody enjoyed. I'll probably be on another stream here in about an hour or two, so I can play some Rainbow Six Siege, and then go to bed, and then do it all again tomorrow. So yeah.